Hi everybody, welcome to physics. My name is Dr. Moore. First off, a little bit about myself. I've been teaching now for 13 years. This is my third year at Rutherford High School. My undergraduate degree is from Felician University in biochemistry. My graduate degree is in education from St. Peter's University. And lastly, my doctorate is an educational doctorate in educational leadership from St. Peter's University. All right, how we communicate now that things are a little bit different this year. We communicate via Zoom. We use video conferencing regularly. We'll go over a few rules about that a little bit later in this presentation. We communicate through Google Classroom. If you'd like, you can sign up so that you can see what your students' work is like on Google Classroom. If you'd like to join, please just shoot me an email. And lastly, we have plenty of extra help sessions. I'm available from 12:18 until 3:02, Monday through Friday, to meet with your students one-on-one. All they have to do is ask. Next, our course description. The field of physics investigates natural and human-created phenomena such as interactions in terms of forces between objects, the related energy transfers, and their consequences. After completing this course, students should be able to recognize that through a common set of physical principles, mechanisms of cause and effect in all systems and processes can be understood. Our grading breakdown: tests are worth 35%, labs are worth 20%, quizzes are worth 15%, classwork is worth 15%, and homework is worth 15%. And on the right side of the screen there, it shows you what constitutes an A, B, C, D, and so on. Required materials: your students should always have their Chromebook on them, and it should always be charged. They're responsible for bringing earbuds or earphones to class every day in case there's a video I'd like for them to watch. And lastly, they should have a pen or a pencil. Our text overview: this is what we will be covering throughout the school year. Our first chapter that we're currently in is kinematics, and that covers linear motion, free fall, and 2D motion, also known as projectiles. Our second unit is Newton's laws. For second and third law, we cover forces, dynamics, friction, tension, and inclined planes. Our third unit is circular motion, which is centripetal force, gravitation, satellite motion, and orbits. Our fourth unit is momentum, in which we cover impulse, linear collisions, and two-dimensional collisions. Our fifth unit is energy. We cover kinetic energy, gravitational potential energy, elastic potential energy, and the work-energy theorem, also known as the conservation laws. Our sixth unit is waves and sounds, where we cover waveforms and pulses, interference and resonance. Our seventh unit is electric forces, where we cover charge, Coulomb's law, conceptual application, and numerical application. Our eighth unit is EM waves, including quantization, known as light as waves, light as particles, the photoelectric effect, and common everyday application observations. And our final unit is applied physics. We have a total of 3 projects. The first one is a popular physics research project where the students, this is towards the end of the year, so the students have a little bit of fun with these last 3 projects. Project 2 has to do with Hollywood physics, and Project 3 is MacGyver physics. All right, at this point I want to go over virtual learning etiquette. Virtual learning is still learning. As we move into remote learning, your student will be participating in online virtual settings for educational purposes through the use of video and audio conferencing. While you have signed our district acceptable use policy detailing the appropriate use behavior while working with technology, it is important to share information about our new virtual e-learning experience. During online virtual settings, your student must be visible or audible to other participants, students and Rutherford staff, in the conference session using available technology, meaning every time we Zoom, your student must be present. They must be on the video, otherwise they will be counted as absent. Virtual learning is still learning. First and foremost, your student is still in class, even though they're not in a classroom. We expect that the content videos that will be used in these remote experiences will not be copied, altered, or redistributed by anyone. It is our hope that your student will follow the expectations listed in order to ensure a successful and productive learning experience. Participants can and will be removed from a session if deemed necessary, and appropriate disciplinary actions may be taken. Your student is to show up on time, attendance matters and will be taken. They should be working in a quiet area with the fewest distractions, meaning no siblings, pets, or television. They should be respectful when speaking and writing. And lastly, they should dress appropriately. They are still in school, even though they're not in the building. Next, your students should stay on mute until they would like to contribute, but keep their cameras on. It will help the teacher to see their reaction when he or she is teaching. The students should also limit their movement. They should avoid causing distractions to others. They should also be conscious of what or who is in the background. It is best to be in a common room of your home, like the kitchen or the living room. Next, your students should consider using a headset with an external mic for best hearing and speaking capabilities. If they choose to use the chat feature, just a reminder that it is public and recorded. It will be archived. And that's it for me. So I hope everyone has a great school year, and I look forward to having a great physics class. Have a good one, guys.